How to find real estate investors in your area. You know what they say, your network is your net worth. You'll want to pay attention to the things that we're going to go over right now so you can network with the right investors. In this video, we're going to show you where to find these real estate investors and how to maximize your relationships with them. Networking is critical when investing in real estate. You'll want to find like-minded or people that are actually doing the deals. There's lots of ways to do this. One way that I found and works well for me is the auctions. I go down and see who's actually doing deals. Another area that you may want to look into is just simply social media. The people around you, you'll find out who's doing deals if you sit there and dig through it. Now, when I say doing deals, I'm not saying who says they're investors and driving fancy cars. I'm talking about the people that are doing deals that you could see on their stories posting daily. Investment clubs. There's meetup groups all over. You want to look at and network with the people that are going to the meetups. You want to learn this stuff as quick as possible. There's no better way by surrounding yourself with other investors or investors that are getting things done. Check out the local meetups. REIA.org is a place that you could go to and find local investors. One way I like to find out who's doing deals and what investors I want to connect with, I talk to real estate agents. Real estate agents want to tell me who's doing the deals, who's who in real estate, right? Those are the people I want to network with. Find out from the agents that you're working with who's doing deals. Go find out the projects that they're doing and walk the jobs with them. Your friends and family, a lot of times friends and family, you may know a couple of investors. You want to continue to network with these people. Oftentimes what I do is I'll have them introduce me to their friends. Networking and finding good investors is no different than finding good tradespeople. Ask them, who do you know doing what you're doing? Or who do you know doing X? Maybe they're doing a business, or maybe their specialty is different than what you're looking at. Have them introduce you. I introduce people to investors all the time. Another way that you could find investors is Bandit signs. You're going to find wholesalers this way especially. Wholesalers are a phenomenal way for you to get connected with investors. Before I get into the next tips, what I'd like you to do is click on the button below and subscribe. We're going to show you more ways to network and find real estate investors to grow your net worth. Craigslist. You could find listings or for sale by owner from other investors that are listing properties. These are areas that you could inquire and just start networking with. You could also build buyer and seller lists. When you build your seller list, you're going to be finding investors that are looking to do deals. This accomplishes two things. One, it lets you know who the buyers are. In case you do stumble across a deal that you're unable to take down, you could flip it to one of your investor friends. One of my best relationships that I have in real estate investing today, I went to an auction, and at that auction I met another investor. I wasn't even sure I was going to buy that day. There wasn't a property that I was going to look at specifically, but because I went to that auction and wanted to check it out in the city, I met with an investor that this was 5-6 years ago now. I still do business today with that person. It's all about networking, getting out of your comfort zone and going and meeting people. You have to do it. It's okay to be new also. A lot of people say, don't act like you're new. Act like you're new. Guess what? When you're new and you act new, people want to help you. All right? So it's okay to act new. Ask questions. People want to help. Facebook and Google ads is another one. You could find local investors that are marketing, trying to find properties. If you look for someone that's trying to buy properties, that's probably an investor, right? Wholesaler, whoever it is. Those are people that you're going to want to network with. You got to look at these things, the Bandit signs, all these things. There's investors all around. Ask questions. Again, make sure that they're actually doing deals though. A way that I like to find other investors is if I see a property being flipped and I know it's a flip or renovating, I'll stop and I'll go look at the property and walk it. I'll have them talk to me about what they're doing with the property. Oftentimes, people want to share what they're doing. They like what they do, so they want to share. It's okay. Stop at the properties. Those are the people doing the deals. It's who you want to network with. I would invite them to coffee or something like that. Pick their brain. Ask them for any recommendations on getting started that they would suggest. Probably the biggest thing for me though is once I find a good investor, and I could bring or try to add value to what they're doing with anything, then they usually or will introduce me to other investors. My network has grown immensely through that process of networking inside my network. I suggest you do the same. Another phenomenal relationship that was cultivated through networking was at the auction, another auction. This what happened to be people that actually funded the auction. And what happened is we became friends over time, and then they ended up investing in some of the real estate projects that I was doing. So you never know, like going to the auction, finding money lenders, those are usually investors as well. They typically do both. Food for thought. Also, if you get a property and it's a good deal and you just want to see what the market will bear for it as a wholesale, you could put it out there on for sale by owner or Craigslist or a couple of these places that we suggested, even Bandit sign programs, and you're going to get a lot of investors that call you on it. If that's another way that you could find who's doing deals and who's not. If you're looking for real estate investors in your area, you might also be looking for a partnership or how to create a partnership. If that's the case, click on the link and we're going to show you how to set up a real estate partnership.